Welcome back. Some great segments this week, continuing Live's JanuREADY week with the scoop on anti-inflammatory foods. Here to tell us about that is nutritionist Keri Glassman. Welcome. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
What does the anti-inflammatory diet even mean?
Okay, well, inflammation is the body's way of protecting itself. So if you've ever gotten a cut or you've ever twisted your ankle, think of inflammation as telling your body, really setting off an alarm, saying, we got a problem here and we need to fix it. So in that way, inflammation is good for us. It's protecting us. But chronic inflammation is the inflammation that people talk about. You know, they throw around, I've got inflammation at a dinner party. So, and that's what's bad for you.
So when you eat something that is inflammatory, your body starts to fight.
Exactly.
Right?
So chronic inflammation can come from everything like you just mentioned. Unhealthy foods, toxins, and stress, which we all know we have a lot of now. And what happens is you get inflammation throughout your entire body. Your body's basically saying, you're not treating me so well here. You gotta treat me a little better.
And there are foods that combat that and don't instigate it?
Exactly. So foods that are anti-inflammatory, I mean, no surprise. Good foods are good foods for many reasons.
One ingredient foods.
Anti-inflammatory foods are going to be those whole real foods that are loaded with antioxidants and omega-3s, those essential fatty acids. So if you're not motivated to eat these foods for other reasons, eat them because they're anti-inflammatory. So berries, you know, brightly colored fruits, the green veggies, healthy fats, and then those omega-3s from fatty fish like salmon and sardines, which I heard you are a fan of.
I love sardines. I have all kinds of different versions. I was already eyeing these. I'm going to take them as well.
You can have them later, I promise.
I've stocked up this week. Tell me about foods that we should be thinking of on the top of the list that are inflammatory.
Right, so the inflammatory foods, again, no surprise, but hopefully this is a little more motivation to get rid of them, are going to be foods loaded with sugar, and that's things like cookies and cakes and donuts, but also refined, you know, things like bread and pasta, packaged processed foods with unhealthy fats, like we've got chips and cookies, and then even things like alcohol is also inflammatory, and then processed meats, which we have some examples of here.
I was reading the ingredients on the back, there are plenty, and the swaps are real key. You can actually swap things out and still get that same satisfaction.
Exactly, and you know, sometimes swaps aren't exactly equal. I'm not saying that this is gonna, you know, the sweet potatoes are gonna taste just like the fries.
I like the sweet potatoes more than the fries.
Well, I love that, but I like people to feel empowered. Think about the fries over here are inflammatory, right? They've got unhealthy oils, they're fried, they're working against you. But when you eat from an empowered mindset, you can say, I'm gonna have these baked sweet potato fries, and I'm getting loads of vitamin A, which is immune supporting and a super powerful antioxidant, so it's an anti-inflammatory agent.
This is more of a hard sell.
Well,
like the mac and cheese.
Well, so that's why I'm saying it's not an exact swap. It's more think that the refined pasta in here and the loads of cheese is inflammatory. If you want to work for your body, do good for your body, think about having the Brussels sprouts and the mushrooms. You're going to get loads of vitamin C, which also is a powerful antioxidant, so an anti-inflammatory agent, and then the B vitamins in the mushrooms, which are also immune supporting.
It's reconditioning your thinking. Now, this is going to be real interesting. When we come back, Kelly's going to quit sugar altogether. How to avoid sugar after this. Wait till you see this.
Okay, so we are back with Keri Glassman, who is teaching us about the dangers of sugar. That's right, I said it. The dangers of sugar. So put down the candy bars and the jelly beans and listen up. Keri, I myself am a sugar lover. I didn't think I was, but now I think I am. I love it. Why? Why can't we have sugar? Why shouldn't we have sugar?
Okay, so all of the inflammatory foods really should have a big, you know, red mark against them. All the types of inflammatory foods. But the thing with sugar, why it's, you're literally like, can I open one of these right now?
These are soft and chewy. Maybe Keri won't notice if I open this.
The reason sugar, by the way, I have a whole mouth of sweet teeth, I always say. So I'm with you. I've had to work on this.
Yeah.
But the reason that sugar is sort of double trouble is that it's highly inflammatory, okay, but also it's hidden. It's in savory foods that people don't even realize.
Like what?
Things like salad dressings or crackers that you might be eating and thinking that they're savory, but they really have sugar. So that's why it's kind of a double whammy. And sugar is bad for our bodies and our brain. It's linked to everything from cancer to depression to acne to, you know, all these other unhealthy conditions.
What about Swedish fish? Is that sugar?
Okay, well, what do you want my answer to be? I mean, I can give you the truth, or I can give you what you might want to
So
hear.
what are the easy swaps to make? Because I'm looking here and I'm seeing, you know, I'm not really a cookie donut person, but I do have, I was telling you during the commercial break that I love to fool myself into thinking that things that really are loaded with sugar are not. Like I love cereal. Cereal has
loaded with sugar. And by the way, even if it's not a sugary cereal, cereals are highly processed carbohydrates. So still, it's not a great option. Yeah, but here's the thing. You can indulge in a little bit of a real sugar treat if you're very careful about removing all of the added sugar in kind of those places that are wasted. Again, like I mentioned, like a salad dressing or a bread that you don't even know has sugar, or a yogurt, for example.
Did you say yogurt?
Are you a yogurt fan or not fan?
Not anymore.
Okay.
What if I
some yogurts have no added sugar.
What
There
if
are
I
no
only
added sugar yogurts.
What if
That's
I
good.
only eat the frosting off of the cake?
Well, okay, so we're halfway there.
Okay.
We're halfway there.
Okay.
And then if you do it minimal amounts of time, a month, perhaps we're getting somewhere there.
Okay. So take us through. Show me the good swap out.
So as much as, I said how sugar is inflammatory, I talk about eating from an empowered mindset. It's not necessarily that these cherries are gonna, replace the taste of candy, but cherries, when you eat cherries, you can think about all the good you're doing for your body. Cherries are loaded with polyphenols. Those are powerful compounds that fight inflammation. So it's not just, okay, I'm not gonna have this piece of candy. It's, I'm going to have this cherry that is doing good for me. Everything from brain health to heart health. All right, so soda, some people might say, okay, really, I'm gonna have some iced green tea instead of soda. That's a far stretch. I'm not gonna do that. But the point I wanna make here is that sugar, soft drinks loaded with sugar are one of the worst types of sugar you can have. Absolutely no nutrients, that is completely inflammatory. Green tea is loaded with EGCG. It's a type of compound that is highly anti-inflammatory. So it is really working for you. Okay, so it's really working for you. If this is too far of a stretch, though, swap out the soda and at least go for bubbly water. At least you're not working against yourself.
But I thought bubbly water was also inflammatory, isn't it?
So a much better choice than all of the sugar.
But it's just
right
a way
here.
to step down.
It's a way to step down, and it's one of the first things you should really get rid of if you're trying to reduce your sugar.
Yeah, that's what they say. All right, what else?
Okay, so salad dressing. Salad dressing is something that people don't think about when it comes to sugar. But salad dressing is inflammatory, not only because it often has added sugar, but it also has refined oils. And as I was saying before, refined oils are unhealthy fats. Those are also inflammatory. So just by making a swap to a homemade salad dressing of just some olive oil, which is anti-inflammatory, maybe an apple cider vinegar or another vinegar, and then you can also add in herbs and spices, which I recommend people to have at every meal because those are also anti-inflammatory. Wait, and the other thing, healthy fats will help you absorb the nutrients that are anti-inflammatory in the salad you're eating.
I like a little lemon juice, olive oil,
Amazing.
Salt and pepper, and that's what I put on my salads.
I love that. Amazing.
And
I love
then
that.
I eat the frosting off of the cake.
Okay, so you're halfway there. That's good. That can be your little conscious indulgence.
I feel like you probably need to move in with me.
Anytime. Happy to.
Yeah, thank you very much for being here. I really appreciate it. For more information, you can visit kellyandryan.com. Keri, this was very insightful. I'm probably still going to eat that chewy candy in a minute.
Okay, how about one and then a bunch of cherries?
Yeah, and then a bunch of cherries. That's right. We'll be right back, everybody. Stick around. Probably going to take one for the road.